Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Scratch Cafe Scratchcast Loop Review. And today's DJ, this guy is an innovative DJ, a very, very innovative DJ. I can't really say that word very well. But this guy has invented more tricks than David Blaine. He is the oldest ever dude to win the DMC UK title at the age of 52, and that takes some doing. It really does. I can vouch for that. And the thing I like about this episode is how he was asked, like, how does he come up with these things? And he was literally telling us that he takes, like, he looks at everything, every opportunity, but the most important thing is he looks at things that haven't been done before. So that is a tip. If you're going to be out there trying to perform in a DJ battle and you want to impress people, do things that haven't been done before. As usual, we had Oliver Gould and Dan, Mr. Big Mouth, and they directed this interview brilliantly. Kept all the comedy elements because I don't know Huw Wackman, but I do know that he's a funny guy, so that ranks very, very highly for me. One of the other highlights of this episode was when he was telling us about the play underwater trick. So I first saw him do that in 98, and the story of it where Prime Cuts was one of the judges for the 2023, whatever year it was, and and he came back with yep, remember this, Mr. Prime Cuts. So I loved that story. He's held on to something for all that time, and then he's like, gets to another UK final, go, there you go. I think, that is another really funny story. That absolutely the bare cheek of the Greek guy who was wanted the name of the Hamlet tune so he could bite it just in case he got into the world finals. That is the sheer cheek of some people. That really did make me laugh. But we all know that Huw Wackman, formerly known as DJ XL, everybody who I know comes up and says that DJ XL did invent the twiddle that later become the crab. And it's just a shame that, everybody knows that. It's a fact. It really is. He didn't have to get anybody's what's the word? Confirmation of that. It's just a well-known fact. And he was a bit cagey with the story, so I just wanted to let you know, Huw, it don't matter because everyone knows it was you, mate. So fair dues. That story, it was a wicked story, but I sat there going, we all know, we know that he invented it, and there's no denying that, it can't be contended. So let's put that to rest, because as far as we're concerned, we've seen XL in the old battles, rinse him through, and he's invented so many good things. And the other thing that I really liked was and this is true, and I wish I had this back in my day. I didn't know anybody was a DJ. It was awful, and so for him to have loads and loads of mates come over and they all like grab bits from each other, and the stories of like the 20 pairs of trainers in the hallway and like mum having a go at him, that was brilliant. I really loved that story. The biggest learning thing, and it absolutely shocked me to bits, because I did originally go in for the 2023 when the year he won it. I went in for that, and I was like watching it very, very closely, that to see who my competitors were going to be, and unfortunately, I couldn't make it down. It was just impossible. Wife's birthday, all this, loads of travelling, and I just thought. But when I was looking like who was there to beat in this, because that is a big thing, you can see who's going to be in the lineup by all the audition videos on YouTube, and I came across the name Huw Wackman and just thought, I don't know who this is. I've not got a clue who this is. And for him to come out and tell us that clip, that his audition was 7 years old when he put it forward for the 2023, it was 7 years old, and you couldn't see his face. You just saw a couple of pairs of hands on the turntables. You just thought, who is this guy? No one knew who he was until the actual day of the final, I think. Anyway, that absolutely blew my mind that was 7 years old, and it was one of the best reveals ever at the end for me. And honestly, Huw, I think I've even told you this, because we message each other. He's a good lad. We're both oldies. We got a lot in common. Apart from it, he's very, very innovative. But yeah, we message each other, and I said to him that it was like when the result come through and we found out that Huw Wackman, DJ XL, was like, what? He's won the 2023 UK DMC title, and I'm not sure if it was just me or all the old guys. It felt like I'd won it. It really did. It was very, very wholesome experience for me to find out that DJ XL had come back, smashed it, and was now the UK champion. Honestly, it was a win for all of us old guys. Like I say, it properly felt like we had won it. Flipping brilliant. But yeah, the new features coming through thick and fast for these scratch casts was, of course, you can't have an interview without DJ Random. And yeah, what can I say? This cracked me up. I would like everybody to start answering their phone in the style of DJ Random, because it's just brilliant.
Right, let's make this quick, because I am up to my fucking eyeballs in hot dash.
How cool is that? And yeah, that's Random. We all love Random. Another point that Huw Wackman put across was, if you're in a DJ battle, and this is a great, great tip for anybody, where we all say, like, flip something that's recognisable, do tunes, because he gave up a great, great example of this. And no one can say his name if you're not Japanese, but the part of the interview about DJ Brewer, the really, really skillful guy whose music selection, you know, it suits his routines, but his actual technique is absolutely world class. And Huw did express that if he played songs that people knew and did the same techniques, you know, with the faders and all that mad stuff that he does, then he'd easily be, you know, he would have easily been a world champion. So yeah, that's one lesson that we can all take from this as well. And and like so he is like Huw Wackman is the master of using things that the things that are there that shouldn't be used for what he's doing. And like the classic example, and Oliver Gould broke this down so well as calling it like a naughty hack, like from like the Technics mixer, where he kind of invented the filter, like the high pass low pass filter, by because it had such great EQs on that Technics mixer that you could kind of do a naughty hack of the high low pass filter just by using the EQ. So that was a wicked explanation, and that was a big part of the Play It Underwater, because he had to like filter that on a mixer that didn't have a filter. So yeah, brilliant breakdowns. Like I say, the guys that are presenting it know their stuff as well, so it's a great thing. Great thing. And he also revealed that there's going to be a new battle coming to town, which I'm very excited about. It's called Unstoppable. So just keep your eyes out. Follow Huw Wackman on all of his socials. He's on all of the socials, I'm sure. But yeah, follow Huw Wackman, because there's going to be a lot of details coming up pretty soon about his Unstoppable battle. And I'm not going to say any more on that, because it's a great idea, and that's going to come to fruition, hopefully. And we're all going to see what it's all about. Another good thing that Huw does is his workshops for able and school kids. And yeah, able's a place for like people with learning disabilities and etc. You know, and he posts videos up, and you can see people there that absolutely are having the best time with Huw at these workshops. And it, you know, he's chasing funding for these all the time. So look out also for Huw Wackman, because if you can donate anything, this isn't what this review's all about, don't get me wrong, but I just want, he just needs some help financially. So he has set up a GoFundMe thing, so go and check out Huw Wackman, and if you can, because it is such a shame that I don't want to get all political on this, but it's such a shame that this is a very well needed service that he provides, and yet it doesn't get funding for things. And one of the questions I would have liked to ask Huw Wackman if I was on there would have been along the lines of, with all these, you know, government cuts and what have you, what do you actually think to our Prime Minister? And I'm sure his answer would be,
and he's going, yeah, he's a right cunt, isn't he? Yeah, he's cunt, fuck. And he's going, yeah, he's a right cunt, isn't he? Yeah, he's cunt, fucking cunt.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be what his answer would be. So I'm not going to give scores again. I'm done with the scores because it's too enjoyable. I'm just transfixed. I took so much from this, I really did. And there was a point that I can actually verify something. Let me find the right sample.
Like I said, I've been into it since almost the beginning. I'm still doing it now. I think I'm the oldest active turntablist still going, I think.
No, you are.
I'm the oldest.
You are, I think. Yeah.
He's definitely the oldest that's still active, and I can verify that because up until when I stopped battling, I was the fucking oldest. But yeah, Huw Wackman definitely has taken the biscuit by being really old and still winning loads of things and being involved. So hats off, Huw. I know exactly how difficult it is to maintain and get, you know, in this day and age from back when we used to battle with dinosaurs and cavemen and stuff. But yeah, overall, another excellent, and it was a long one too. It was a really long one, but it went like that. So yeah, big ups Huw Wackman and big ups the Scratchcast. And I'll be back with another one when we find out who they are. Right, cheers everybody.